welcome back to my channel. Happy 2022 to all of you. Thanks for clicking on this video. I really got inspired to just share this. I think this is an interesting viewpoint, especially because I was on parental leave, to share some real numbers. Now, before I start, let me just get the disclaimers out of the way. If you're mentally, emotionally ready to discuss finances, then keep watching. And if last year was not a good year for you, please consider checking your mental health and clicking out. There is so many other videos out there that does not have to do with money, that is talking about building your skills and how to get into this industry. So please focus on that. The last thing I want to do is make anybody feel less than or feel bad, because again, it has been a rough few years, and I understand I come from a place of privilege to be able to not only get to stay at home with my newborn child, but also still make sort of a living while I am at home with him. Also, I want to mention that I'll be sharing from a Canadian standpoint, so these are all Canadian dollars, and I do live in the Greater Toronto area where cost of living is high. So that's just to give a little bit of context to the numbers that I'll be sharing. Alright, let's get started. With the biggest source of income coming in at $59,300 is from my income at Wattpad, where I am a senior product experience designer. Let me break this down for you. This number includes my full-time salary in January, which I worked for a month before I went on leave. It also includes parental leave top-up, which is extra amount of money that is given to employees that are on parental leave on top of their employment insurance. And the third, which is the most significant contributor to this amount, is our options payout. Last year, Wattpad was acquired. Part of being an employee at Wattpad before the acquisition meant that you had a certain number of options that were granted to you when you signed your offer letter. But this was a very unique case where this wouldn't have happened in any other year, and so it really gave my 2021 year on leave a little bit of an income boost. My next income stream is actually from the government parental leave program. It's called employment insurance in Canada, and that came in at $30,300, bringing us to a total of $89,600. So in Canada, we have the choice to stay home for 12 or 18 months when you are on parental leave. And so within that, every month there is a total maximum, I guess, that you can make up to that 55% of your income to a max of, I think, $500 bi-weekly. Coming in at roughly $5,700 is the money I earned while teaching while I was on leave. This brings our current total to $95,300. During month 6 of my leave, I was actually getting the baby thing down a little bit and really needed a challenge in my life. I think folks who have kids or have had kids understand that it kind of becomes this rinse, wash, repeat pattern, and it can be really, really detrimental to mental health. I know it was to mine. I just felt like I wasn't challenged, and I just really missed talking to other adult human beings about design or just in general, and it just really gave me a purpose other than obviously taking care of my child. But making a small fraction of my 2021 income is AdSense money, which I think came out to about $450. So if you add in the AdSense money, it brings my total to $95,750. This is, I think, on a few videos that performed really, really well. I wasn't super consistent in 2021 with my upload schedule because I birthed a whole human being, and just trying to adjust to that was a challenge in and of itself. My goal for 2022 is consistent uploads, but I have videos on 2022 goals coming up soon. So feel free to check back, not only to see what I am planning for work, but also my personal, and then YouTube. Coming in at a whopping $420 is a stipend I receive for hosting a panel, bringing our total to $96,170. I didn't do a lot of speaking last year because of the aforementioned reasons, but I did get a chance to host a panel for the Real Asian International Film Festival. I'm putting it out in the universe, manifesting it, that I'd like to engage in more speaking opportunities. So if that's something that you're interested in having me speak at your event, feel free to email me and we can chat. And the last category, which I will call miscellaneous because there's just a few different things, I guess, that contributed to it, is a small amount of money, small kind of big amount of money that I made from decluttering some old electronics and things that I had around the house that was really just collecting dust in the drawers. I feel like I turned into a slightly pro seller on Facebook Marketplace. If you're interested in hearing about some of my tips on that, let me know down below. If you add this miscellaneous money, it equals to about $1,000. This brings our grand total to $97,170. So this does not mean that I get to bring home and spend $97,000. It means that this is what I've incurred as my income for the total year. I'll have to crunch my numbers with my tax accountant and figure out what that sum of money is that I owe the government so that it can go back into the system and, fund the social programs that make our country pretty great, like universal health care and parental leave. So all in all, I'm really happy. I'm, again, very lucky to have received the amount that I received last year, and this year is going to be really, really interesting. I know it. I have a little bit of announcement, but I can't make anything official yet. So you heard it here, folks. I have something to say in about a week or two. Stay tuned for that announcement. Huge thanks to other creators who started this trend and really sharing transparently with their income streams. I think it's super important for us as creators, not only in tech, but I think overall, just to share our numbers. I think it's specifically important for me to show up and share my numbers because other folks, people of color, women of color, it's important for us to share these things to lift each other up and really show what is possible out there. It's inevitable that this video is going to garner some folks who, feel like they need to share an opinion to cut me down or make me feel less than, and that's just not something that I can control. So again, I don't make these videos to make anybody feel bad. If this is something that's gonna make you feel bad, please click out and watch something really positive and uplifting for your life. Hopefully this can help some would-be parents or anybody considering starting a family in Canada, what you might be able to expect. Again, I think there's some caveats in there with my options payout that might bump and skew my numbers a little bit, but otherwise the other numbers are all attainable, I guess, when you're on parental leave. I'm really looking forward to seeing next year's progression and what kind of grows from there. So thanks for sticking with me, and until the next video, I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.